And good morning, everyone. Welcome on this Easter Day, Easter Sunday 2020. I am Most Reverend Gordon McKenzie.
And I am Right Reverend Jennifer Valls, and happy Easter, everybody.
Indeed, what a beautiful blessing. How lovely it is, Jenny, that we can convey to everyone tuning in, watching, wherever you be across the world. A special Easter greeting to you. But not only Easter, it's a warm, loving greeting to you at all times. And so as the love dwells with you, around you, fills you, your whole essence, and especially your heart, let it be that we join together now as we always start a service, and that is with, of course, the opening prayer, which will be followed by the spiritual protection exercise, known as the Furnace of Light. And if you don't know it, just come along with us for the journey and you'll soon learn it. And believe me, it really works. And then we, of course, say together the Lord's Prayer. So will you please join us now with love for the opening prayer. Almighty, loving and eternal God, great and supreme Spirit, Lord Jesus Christ, our dear friends of the highest. What joy fills our heart, indeed our entire essence, this special day. Every day is special, but this special day being Easter. And as we, with open hearts, come and stand in prayer before you, and as we reach out to embrace you of the highest, and we greet you with every ounce and speck of love that we have within, it is that we reconfirm our loyalty, our love, our commitment, our faith to you, the highest. And it is that we likewise give thanks to you for all your blessings. For the blessings from the divine, we sincerely and humbly appreciate. And thank you for allowing us the privilege of bathing with you. Thank you for the wisdom, the upliftment, the buoyancy, the protection, the guidance, and of course, thank you for the healing, not only of us, but indeed of all life, especially our beautiful planet, Mother Earth. And as we give our thanks and we reach out further to embrace you this day and in all ways, it is with love, reverence, respect, humility, and awe that we say thank you. Amen. I am a furnace of light, and I radiate and project my light, my love, my power, my strength, my might. Throughout this home, over all this land, to the fence lines and beyond, and deep into the earth and high into the heavens. And I transmute and transform all energies to love and light. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Leave us not when in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. And Jenny, I will leave you with the wisdom of the day. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. And so we come together and always remember that we speak about unity of spirit, for we are under the umbrella of One Light Federation, and our motto being the unification of spirit. So therefore we all are united, not just this day, but every day. Every moment we are united. And when we truly grasp the truth that we are spirit, living a physical existence, having the experience to be upon this beautiful planet Earth, you must value this wonderful opportunity to truly grow, to elevate, and to rise and shine. so that you have that understanding that you are purposeful and that the beauty that is within you can shine through. It is about lifting your spirits, about having a deeper understanding of who you are. So it is to be of love, and it is to move through your heart centre so that you are loving and that you understand. The more that you love thyself, the more that you will understand who you are. And then this is what will develop. And then you will embrace the abundance of all that you are. For you truly are powerful and mighty, just as we expressed it in the Furnace of Light exercise. We must embrace our love, our light, our strength, our power, and our might. And as we then allow that to be expressed, we will then realize that we are more, that we are united to the higher vibration. And it is this higher vibration that brings forth the light. So, Spirit said this morning, because on a daily basis I communicate with my spirit team and they provide me with wisdom to share. And this morning, Spirit said, and it continues to get better and brighter, and the light beckons and you stop and take notice, and it ignites and awakens something deep within, as it reminds you of possibilities that await. For you are ready for action and you are quick to respond, because you know that it is time and the beat goes on, assuring you of progress, and you know that you are prepared, for you have trust in the sacred team that embrace you. And indeed, we come to share our love to all. And it is that as you embrace this wisdom and you know that it comes from a higher source, how could it be that you ignore this? For it is time to step forward and to own your own light. Have an understanding that it was given to you for you to be upon the earth to shine it, so that you can connect and unite with people and provide what is necessary for your elevation and for the elevation of others. So feel the passion and the desire within yourself to be the expression of your higher vibration, of your love that is within. Stop dismissing what is within you, for it is powerful, and you have the gift to do far more than you are doing now. But it is your responsibility to acknowledge this, and then with love, truly love who you are, and recognize that you have the support in your spirit team that will provide you with what you need. So it is for you to be patient, but be kind, and allow yourself to bathe in the love and light of Spirit. For Spirit encompasses and loves you. And as they draw nearer to you, you will feel this love, and you will know that you are supported. And all you need do is communicate. Let it be that you open your heart, and let it be that your thoughts come forth in abundance, so that you can communicate with your spirit team who are listening, for they love you, and they will provide you with what it is that you need to hear, what it is that you need to understand. So trust. Spend more time in the stillness and make time to sit, to be still, so that your spirit team can embrace you. So it is to listen.
Hi. Happy Easter, happy Easter. I hope the Easter Bunny was kind and generous to you all. enjoy this Easter Sunday and enjoy running free. Get into the garden and enjoy the beauty that surrounds you and allow the beauty in the sky. And I'm sure you're aware of the beauty of the stars and the moon and the sun, and just allow the light that radiates upon you fill your heart. And so be happy, please be happy, because when you're happy, you'll shine more, and then you make other people happy. So smile and just rejoice, for you are alive and you are learning so much. And Mother Earth says, thank you, thank you, thank you very much, because Mother Earth is truly rejuvenating at the moment. It's healing. It's healing time for everybody, not just the Earth, but everyone. So take the time to bathe in the beauty that is around you, and take the time to recognize what you have learned about yourself during these testing times upon the Earth, because so much has changed. And this is people really being pushed out of comfort zone, isn't it? But again, this is where you recognize your own strength, your own power. How are you coping? Well, then recognize what you need to do to become stronger. And also too, this will help you recognize as well that you have so much more to give within yourself. See, you are strong. So now, enjoy the light that is around you. Know that you are healing. This is soul healing for everybody, not just you, but the Earth. So much healing is taking place. So appreciate this time, and you will rejoice and celebrate. So bye.
And as Spirit, that was little Sarah, everybody, our beautiful little child. But speaking about the child, let it be that you recognise the child within you. Recognise that energy, that essence within you that wishes to come out to play. And at this time, as Sarah said, it is time for healing. So your soul is healing, your heart is healing. It is time to truly go deeper within the self and recognise the beauty that is within you and all of what you can do. And I'm sure that you are all planning on the future plans as to what you're going to do after this time upon the earth. But also value this time that you have to truly embrace what your self is saying to you. It is time to reflect, but it is time to appreciate with love and gratitude of the many blessings that you have in your life. So recognize that too. And Spirit also said, there is a tremendous speed of light hurling towards the earth, so much so that you can feel the energy quickening and the time moves quickly. So you can feel that something else is approaching, that there is something new and inviting. It is the resurrection. It is the new beginning. It is the new life, the new way of thinking, feeling, and uniting. This is putting an end to greed and stepping up so that we can bathe in the peace of life, valuing family, valuing love, and nurturing ourselves and the planet. Massive healing is taking place, and you must believe this. Just trust this. For these are wise words, believe me. It is time to put grievances behind and know that it is a new beginning, a time to be above and to take action. So allow this time to truly take you to the highest. Allow this time to put you on the top so that you can walk forth lovingly, knowing that you are supported in all ways. For truly it is in your hands. So take responsibility this day as the new beginning, the new dawning, the new life explodes with love and peace and kindness. And so now, as you feel this wisdom and knowing that it is having an effect and it is inspiring you, let it be that we think about Mother Earth. And let it be that we remember that we are the children upon the earth. We are forever in God's garden here on the earth. And we are here to connect, to love and to nurture, and to receive the nurturing and the nourishment from Mother Earth. And always remember, the more that you give, the more that you receive. So let it be that you bathe in all that you are giving. Now, isn't that a thought? Remember, what you give, you receive. So always have beautiful thoughts, beautiful prayers, and it will all come back to you. For we are creators. So create a wonderful world to surround you and to embrace you. And so God bless you. And we now move into meditation, a concentration upon Mother Earth. And God will now come forth to bring forth this beautiful display of love and appreciation for our beautiful planet. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. That was truly beautiful. And what a lovely introduction. But if we have that picture, that impression in our mind, just the same as we imagine a composer of music or an artist, one of the great masters would have that image in mind of what they create, bearing in mind they start from a blank canvas, as indeed this wonderful work of art behind us.
Yes.
And starts from a blank canvas. And as you said correctly, we are creators. So what is it that we will put on the canvas, that we will even put onto the palette? What is it that we will do in order to create? Because as we create, likewise, we create that which is effectively the future, that which is on the pathway in front of us, all around us. So we have the opportunity to have happiness, literally beautiful golden light on the pathway, or we have option to choose something else. And I know which way I want to go.
Truly. Thank you.
Thank you. So
I will now put on Tears of Joy as Gordon brings forth
yes,
meditation. Thank
yes.
you.
Yes, tears of joy, and indeed let this meditation be tears of joy, as in radiant joy. Tears of happiness, upliftment, like golden rain upon you. So let it be now that we go into the stillness, into the quietness. And as we prepare and we invite and give permission for our spirit team to come closer and closer and closer, knowing full well that they are of the highest of spirit. Let it be now that we place ourselves in a beautiful golden ball of light. But this ball of light is far more than a ball of light, for it shines and radiates. It is akin to the most beautiful golden raindrop. And from within, we have the ability not only to fly and rise and elevate well above, but we have a understanding. And we see things from a higher perspective. For indeed we have that higher connection. And it is that we know we are doing good. That yes, we are doing much more than we ever thought possible, and for the highest good of all. We also know that this is in accordance with Almighty God's divine plan. For we are beaming forth in support, loving, healing light. And we beam and direct this to Mother Earth, to the whole planet. And as we look from afar and we see the earth in its entirety, we have the awareness that the more we project loving, healing thoughts, prayers and wishes towards our beautiful planet, it illuminates more and more, brighter and brighter. The colours are far more radiant as we beam and project. And so it is that we are reminded that as we see, as we create, so too we must be. And it is that we take a moment for a reality check. And it is within and all around us that we appreciate the stillness, the oneness, the connectedness, the beauty, and indeed we are at one with all that is. We have no distractions. Our intent is pure and focused. And we can see Mother Earth as we project, absolutely glowing. The earth is shining and radiating. It is that effectively we see the comparison after a beautiful shower of rain and the sun then shines, for everything gleams and radiates, having been refreshed and received Almighty God's nourishment. We know within, and it's impressed upon us by our masters and angels, our highest team with us, that indeed, as we feel inside, by way of endorsement, Mother Earth now receives and receives with abundance that which is of the highest. The proof is in the eating of the pudding, as it is expressed. And we can see before us that indeed Mother Earth glows. The sunlight pales into insignificance compared with what we can see. And it is with wonderment and awe, with reverence and majesty, that yes, we know Mother Earth has received her earthly healing. Truly beautiful. And now it it is time that we give thanks and we allow ourselves to return, keeping our energy and our spiritual light elevated. And we give thanks with love. Amen. And indeed, thank you for joining us with this meditation, this healing upon Mother Earth. And thank you, Jenny, for Tears of Joy, that beautiful CD in the background. And so it is, friends, that I will now continue. And yes, undo the glasses so that I can see too. And it is with love that I bring forth the talk for today. And so, welcome to this Easter day, to this Easter Sunday. And so with the historical aspects, associations and the preceding historical events of this day well in mind, and with our hearts having expanded, opened, but heaved with loving and emotional connection, in sympathy with, but likewise with loving outreach and empathy for the great and shining light, the immortal Jesus and his Christed light. What is it that now lingers and has come to the fore in a prominent sense and in the light of the circumstances which now prevail worldwide and of which we stand and bathe in the midst? Is there not an air of expectation or even a knowing, a feeling that something's in the air, something's cooking, something's brewing behind the scenes, something's changed, and there's something just around the corner, an anticipation that something's there? It is only time that will reveal the fullest and total extent of that which is to come. And by that I mean the fullest extent of that which is to come. But let it be clearly understood that at this time, Mother Earth is also healing and cleansing, as likewise the spiritual and divine energies in which mankind bathes, lives and dwells, are also elevating and awakening. For indeed, we well may say that both mankind and the planet Earth are in the stage of awakening and elevating, but to where, and in which or what sense? Firstly, it is for us to look around and honestly give appraisal and assessment of all that we see, feel, sense, smell, taste, and to let that comprehension tally and total, to come together to produce a very obvious result, which is that indeed change is in the air, but it is not only in the air, it is all around us. For indeed, even superficially, the air is fresher in this region, the area where I live, for there has been a return to far more and more frequent life-generating and refreshing rain, which was normal for this time of year when I was a young lad. There is abundant and opulent growth in, around and amongst Mother Nature, and the bird, plant and animal life now obviously display greater contentment and even a greater sense of belonging. Or is it that this something you haven't stopped to think about, comprehend, observe, or appreciate? Yes, friends, this is fact, for Mother Earth is healing and healing fast. For there is far less of mankind's hindrance, for there is much less pollution. For the factories and the industrial sectors have largely stopped. The road system currently carries much less traffic, hence much less air and noise pollution, and the airlines have likewise largely stopped, and hence the air is much cleaner and clearer, and its quality is much purer than has been the case for the span of several human lifetimes. In other words, for many, many years. So with all of this man-made pollution, destruction and hindrance out of the way, it is obvious that Mother Earth currently heals. And as it heals, there is a return to something which resembles that which can be accepted as being a healthier environment. And honestly speaking, this can only be of good for all life living, dwelling upon and depending upon Mother Earth for life and survival. In terms of awakening, having now spoken of all this taking place, is it not that we now have an even greater or a better understanding, an appreciation or even a glimpse or a peek into that which is taking place? For indeed there is within and with all of us now an inkling that indeed change is upon us and things will never quite return to what they were before the recent events. But I say this in a good way and with optimism, and most definitely not with gloom and doom in view of the might. For if we honestly admit and allow ourselves to sense and experience, there is more vibrancy and likewise more positivity accompanying even the changes already mentioned and outlined. But likewise, that optimism combined with the awareness of the changes indeed culminates in elevation. For we find our gaze is now more upward, and with it, we are more forward-thinking and present in the now than has ever been the case. For it is as though within there exists now a great urge to forward think, to look ahead, and to embrace better ways, greater awareness, and to embrace the changes which we have already put in place, and which have already been put in place. Even during this period of time when the planet largely shut down the man-made and man-controlled sectors. But strangely, or is it strange, that we find ourselves happy and willing to further embrace change and to amend and adopt new ways, better ways in both living and dwelling, because having experienced change, although it was thrust upon us, we, as in most of us, have had time to realize and appreciate the greater sense of unity between people, which has brought with it a greater sense of camaraderie and humanity, and hence greater upliftment between, with, and within humanity, a greater bond within families, and a greater level and sense of appreciation that indeed we are all one, not only with each other, but with that which is higher. For as Mother Earth heals, there is a greater sense of belonging, connecting and appreciating. Connecting with and appreciating all that is on offer, as in, with the sense of loving appreciation, rather than the sense of what Mother Earth or all the other circumstances and providers can provide for and give to me by way of feeding my ego, my greed, myself, my selfish desires, and my sense of value and self-purpose. In other words, our earthly vanity and greed, and hence the well-known words, all is vanity, saith the preacher. So you understand the point. Yes, friends, there is already awareness of change and change for the betterment, improvement and upliftment, and there is continuing change taking place as I indeed address you now. But it is all a part of the ongoing elevation and the time of awakening. For we are now awakening to that which could have been, should have been, but now can be, because many of us have now experienced, even briefly or in part, a far better way of living dwelling and surviving, and we are now happy and reluctant to go back to the ways of the past. For we have thankfully had a glimpse into that which is of a different level of elevation, and hence we have been blessed with a clearer view and with a perspective of life in a more elevated state, with a view from a higher standpoint, so that we see, appreciate, comprehend and understand with greater clarity. And friends, with all of this, it is that we feel and sense, but we likewise know that in our hearts have indeed opened much further and are now more loving, even if only at this time, towards those we love, miss, and with whom we yearn to be closer. But we already have a greater connection with and appreciation for our homes, our environment, and for the outdoors. For we have all been forced to use our feet and to leave our cars home, and hence the greater connection with and for our environment. But with the confinement, there has been massive awakening in the sense of outreach and loving, caring and kindness of thoughts towards those we love, those we miss, and those consumed with sadness or embraced with illness, and in whose company we cannot be, for social distancing has impacted all of us. And with that separation and distancing, the heart naturally grows stronger and develops greater empathy for those we love. But truthfully, isn't this also an aspect of awakening? For it is awakening to the loving beauty associated with everyone around us. For they are still there, but at a distance. And being at a distance, the heart grows stronger, as it indeed yearns for togetherness, closeness, that loving bond of connection, and dare I say, unity, which is what I mentioned way back at the beginning of this address. How many times previously during our respective lives have we been pushed to the side? Have we pushed to the side, ignored, or even blocked the urge to go and visit someone, or contact them on the telephone, or merely reach out, simply because we have been too busy, we couldn't be bothered, or we knew that with some there would be a longer period of time elapse than that which we were lovingly prepared to give and allocate. So in other words, we were not sufficiently loving to share, or to allow our divine light within to connect and to embrace, and even provide healing to them, merely by our divine presence, entering into their field of awareness and connection, even via this level of contact. But truthfully, having gone through recent events, and with many, if not most of us, still in lockdown, is it not that we find ourselves far more willing to reach out towards and embrace those we previously ignored or let go? Wow, think about this. Because we considered our time more important for us rather than sharing ourselves and our light with others. All for one and one for all. What do these words generate within? And with the sense of greater elevation, awareness and appreciation having entered or currently entering into our respective lives at this time, is it not that you truthfully or even secretly acknowledge that my words and observations are correct? At least in part, but increasingly so? Yes, friends, it is, and most definitely so. For already within many of us, there has been massive reflection and assessment in, within, and of our respective lives, and where life has taken us, how life has treated us, and likewise the abundance of freer times has granted us the huge opportunity to reflect upon what we have done and achieved. For there are areas in which we have succeeded, but whether or not for the highest good, or out of greed and ego. But likewise, there have been areas in which we have not succeeded. But why not? And regardless, what is it that we have learned from all situations across the board? And having done this, assessed, reflected, pondered, evaluated, and weighed up, is it not that with acknowledgement there has been emotion on both sides of the spectrum? But the overriding factor is now our desire to lift ourselves above and beyond, but to search for, find, locate, and link with a better way, a greater way, and a more loving, outreaching, and considerate, and a more empathetic approach within our life and towards others. But an approach and outlook whereby there is greater unity with and greater respect for those around, and in which there is likewise greater consideration for others. And so, in short, is this not a more enlightened approach and outlook, as though seeing things from a higher perspective and with a more accepting mind and more loving, caring and considerate heart? In other words, in a more awakened way. And underlying all of this, and at the crux of everything mentioned, I put it firmly and strongly, that within the vast bulk of everyone currently watching and who will view this video, with each of us there is a far greater sense, value, acceptance of, and connection with Jesus, his teachings, and with spirituality of the highest, where love, and I say love in capital letters, where love, humility, and respect are what it is all about, but where love is central to everything and everyone. For yes, there is a sense and awareness of connection and empathy, and we are at least in some way pondering how he, Jesus Christ, would have us do things, as we indeed, even without fully knowing or comprehending why, nonetheless have awareness of adapting, modifying, and changing within and throughout our life and our approach, so that there is more love, compassion, consideration, care, tolerance, understanding, and even patience. For indeed, friends, we are growing, we are elevating, and indeed we are awakening to life's higher purpose, and to our purpose, and the mission in support likewise. So recognize it quickly, and then do all you can to find peace in your walk. For love is the power, and the power is love. A united, loving force that will carry us through and which will encompass and nurture us. So allow this force to support and nourish you, so that you feel a belonging to the love force itself. So do not stop believing in yourself, because God, Jesus, and Spirit of the highest never stop loving and believing in you. Happy Easter, and with love, God bless you. Jenny.
Thank you, Gordon. It was wonderful, wonderful wisdom that we all take on. And it is heartfelt, and I know that it certainly does come from your sincere, loving, and passionate heart.
Well, thank you.
Beautiful words and
From
connection that you have
divine
with the
team.
highest. That's right. Thank you very much. And so this is the Easter message that we send to you, to remember love, to love yourself, to love your family, to love the earth. And we can never have enough love. And it is infinite. And so it is eternal. that we continue loving always, and it will always be love that will nurture who we truly are.
Yes.
And remember too that on Easter Sunday that we share eggs as a sign of a new life. And we always remember that it is a new life. It is about your new life coming into the higher aspect of who you are. It's about allowing that light within yourself to truly be expressed. Remember that this is who we are, and this is our purpose of life, is to be our higher aspect, our spirit self, so that we can truly embrace the love, but also be the expression of it. So be generous with your love and shine it and share it to everybody. And it is so important too, as Spirit said this morning in the wisdom, to truly let go of the grievances within your life. Let them go. Stop allowing yourself to be weighed down and burdened by this. It is truly time to be free, to let all of that go, transmuting to light. And this is why we start the service with the furnace of light, to remind you to let all of that go. That is the lower vibration. We are so much greater than that, more powerful. So it is that we lift our vibration and embrace the light of who we are, the true light of who we are. And so let go of all our worries and stress, our tension, our anxieties, our fear. For it is the time to be you. Let it be that we remember this is the year of enlightenment, so embrace the true light that we are. And then if we remain in the higher vibration and lift and raise our vibration, then that is all we will know. Always remember that. Whenever you feel that vibration coming to you, and that's exactly what takes place, it is a vibration that moves through your energy field, and you can feel that coming on. And so you become more aware of it, aware and act. I am aware that this vibration is coming in to control me, but I am more powerful, so I will control this vibration. And we transform it to light. So then the light then provides, nurtures, heals, and it provides light, which means wisdom, so that we understand why this is even having an effect upon you. We recognize it for what it is, and then we become the masters of our life. And everybody has the opportunity to do this, for we are all creators. So it's in our hands, everyone. So let's take the hand of the highest. Let's walk with the highest and allow our life to be full of the blessings that are truly ours to have. And then we walk on the path of righteousness. And it is the righteousness and truth of our soul and of our spirit that bring forth the love that is everlasting. And it truly is a blessing, dear ones. It truly is a blessing that we come forth to remind you that you never walk alone, that you are never alone, that Spirit are forever with you, to remind you of the beauty that you are, to remind you of the light that you are. But it is up to you to let the guard down. It is up to you to allow Spirit of the highest to enter your heart, so that your heart can heal, and so that you can feel the love, and so that you can then appreciate that you are alive. Let it be worthwhile. Let this life be a standout, so that you can appreciate and be proud of what you have achieved, even if it is to heal you. That is massive. Do it now. Say to thyself now, I love me. I love me. I am at peace with who I am, and I walk this earth with love in my heart. Always remember that when you go deeper within your heart center, you will connect to the higher vibration, the truth of who you are, and this will help you elevate. This will help you remember that life is about service, serving thyself, serving mankind, and serving the earth, lifting and raising vibrations. It is unification of spirit, which is love. So it is in the embodiment of all that is true that I come to you, and I lovingly bless you. And allow the peace to enter your heart as we walk together on this path, as we embrace life and be grateful for what we are learning right now and what you are now receiving right now as I say these words to you. Let the peace enter your heart. Forgive thyself and forgive others. Walk the path of righteousness and truth, and you will truly rise and shine. Always remember, not every day the sun shines. Some days the clouds hide that light. But don't let it be that you hide your light now. Let it be that you allow that cloud to move past so that you can be the sun and that you can shine and feel that warmth and feel that power, feel that light. For as I shine upon you now, I shine my light. Let it be that we together elevate, rise and shine. For this is the year of enlightenment. This is the day we celebrate resurrection. We stand truly proud to shine the light of who we are, united with the highest and bathed in the peace. Indeed, you can feel that. You can feel that in your heart now. And indeed, remember that healing takes place when you allow it. You've heard the term, you cannot heal somebody who does not wish to be healed, which means be brave and strong now. Remove the veils and allow yourself to feel love, and love thyself enough to allow the healing to take place. It is worth it. Do not have regrets, but rise and allow this day to fill your hearts with hope, with passion, encouragement, and you will then realize that we are all together, united. I touch you as my own. I touch you so that you give permission to heal. Give this to yourself. This is your gift to yourself. Receive this healing with love. And the love that you feel within will help you be free, so that you will feel lighter on all levels. Peace be with you, and allow the peace of this day to truly awaken you, so that you can truly be the highest, the greatest aspect of who you are. Thank you.
Thank you. And friends, regardless of your level of enlightenment or awakening or elevation, suffice to say, we have indeed, again, been richly, richly, richly blessed. We are always blessed with your light and your love shining forth, Jenny, and your remarkable and awesome team of the highest, we can simply say, very humbly and faithfully and sincerely, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. A beautiful, pure message. So friends, we can ask the question of you. Have you embraced? And now, what will you do with that which you have embraced, being of the highest? For indeed, love is the answer. So what was the question? It's as simple as that. It should not be that we question. Love is the answer. There is no question. So let it be that we truly, truly, truly shine forth. And Jenny, thank you for being such a beautiful shining light and beacon.
Thank you, and to you too. And to everybody, have a wonderful day with whatever you're doing, but appreciate what you have, and the blessings will be yours.
So indeed, now, as we give thanks, let it be that in closing prayer, and with those beautiful words you just brought forth and shared, I'm almost tempted. Would you like to? No, okay, I'll do it. It is with love, and you can see we have a beautiful, loving bond and connection with our respective teams likewise. And so it is, friends, will you please join with us now for the closing prayer? For it's a time of giving thanks to the highest, to our teams, to ourselves. And remember, yes, it's the year of enlightenment.
And it is the time of change. But let the changes be positive.
Yes. Thank you. Almighty, loving and eternal God, great and supreme Spirit, Lord Jesus Christ, our dear friends of the highest. Yes, indeed, we are positive that we are positive. We are positive. We are positive that you are the shining light. And we thank you that you have given us such light in which to bathe, such inspiration, so that we truly create in your image, that we truly move forward, that we elevate further and further and further with your encouragement, support and enticement. And so let it be that in all ways, as we give our thanks for the support, for the healing, for the love, and for everything you bring forth, that we show through our words, thoughts, prayers, actions, our inspiration, our sincere level of commitment to you of the highest, and our humble appreciation. So with the greatest of love and sincerity, with true faithfulness, but with humility, it is that we say thank you.